Good morning, and thank you for this opportunity to share the extensive history and contributions, past, present, and future, that the Arts Council of Tuscaloosa has and continues to make to citizens of West Alabama. My name is Sandy Wolf, and I'm the Executive Director of the Arts Council. Established in 1970 by a group of local leaders in the West Alabama cultural community, the Arts and Humanities Council of Tuscaloosa County is one of the oldest and consistently active nonprofit arts organizations in the region. The council works to promote the arts in the area through the management of the historic Bama Theater and the Dinah Washington Cultural Arts Center, educational programming, the West Alabama Arts Education Collaborative, the Tuscaloosa Public Art Initiative, and the support of its 50 member organizations. The Arts Council is governed by an 18-member board of directors, and though it is the arts division of the Parks and Recreation Authority, we operate independently from that agency. We receive salaries and benefits for four full-time employees through Parks and Recreation. All other income is generated through Bama Theater rent, concessions, and the rental of the Dinah Washington Cultural Arts Center, which in turn covers operational expenses of the theater and the Dinah Washington Cultural Arts Center. Opening in 1938, the Bama Theater is the center of cultural activity in West Alabama, providing performing and visual art opportunities for local citizens in its Mediterranean-style atmospheric setting. The Arts Council has presented performances by such entertainers as Cab Calloway, Lily Tomlin, Sting, Robert Plant, and most recently Joan Baez, Richie Havens, Amy Mann, and Judy Collins. The Bama Theater is on the Alabama Registry of Landmarks and Heritage, and it is on the National Registry of Historic Places. It remains an important landmark for Tuscaloosa County. The Bama Art House movie series strives to present unique and hard-to-find film screenings to the community that are unique to the region and state. Thought-provoking and entertaining dramas, comedies, and documentaries regularly make their way to the screen. One of the most important roles the Bama plays in the community is as a community space for the performing arts. The 984-seat theater is available for individuals, groups, and local nonprofits to present their programming. The Tuscaloosa Children's Theater, Actors Charitable Theater, and the Tuscaloosa Community Dancers all play an important role in the yearly calendar of events. The theater is a cornerstone of cultural activity and community events in West Alabama. Professional presentations of theater, dance, and music are offered at the Bama Theater, and the theater is utilized over 300 days of the year by area schools, civic, and nonprofit organizations. Through the Arts Council's Bama Fanfare series and our resident companies, over 60,000 school children are served artistically each year. The Tuscaloosa County schools utilize the Bama for their musical theater performances, beauty walks, and a variety of other events that are not possible within the school system. The Bama provides students of West Alabama a stage with full lights and sound, an experience that cannot be found otherwise. The opportunity to experience live theater in a large venue with props, costumes, and creative lighting is a memorable experience in the life of a child. The annual West Alabama Juried Show and Competition provide local visual artists the opportunity to present their creative work to the community in the Dinah Washington Cultural Arts Center's Arts Council Gallery. Local students present their art in the Visual Art Achievement Awards in the Bama Theater's Junior League Gallery, and with space for approximately 60 pieces, the gallery is also available for local schools and artists to display their work. Serving as the primary educational outreach tools of the Arts Council, Bama Fanfare, Fanfare Caravans, and Spectra reach thousands of local students each year. Bama Fanfare presents professional theatrical productions on the Bama stage, while the Fanfare Caravans travel to the local schools for presentations of smaller productions. The Spectre program provides a directory of local visual artists and performing groups for programming at schools, as well as the ability to schedule activities through the Arts Council's Education Director. The Council serves as the regional coordinator for the National Endowment for the Arts Poetry Out Loud competition, which gives students the opportunity to both recite selected poems and compose their own, all in a competitive setting for a panel of judges. One of the newest educational projects, the West Alabama Arts Education Collaborative, works to train classroom teachers and teaching artists to provide arts integration in the classroom. A project of the Alabama State Council on the Arts and the Alabama State Department of Education, this is one of 3 in the state of Alabama. Here next to speak to you about opportunities for the Rose Fine Arts Initiative is Shannon McHugh, Arts Council Education Director.
The Arts and Humanities Council of Tuscaloosa County will partner with the City of Northport to oversee the arts education programming for all 6 elementary schools in the city. The Arts Council will work with each individual school's principal and current staff to determine the best programs and teaching artists to lead them. This shift in structure will provide more oversight of the school's use of the Rose Arts Education Initiative funds, thereby increasing the quality of arts education to students living in Northport and providing opportunities for students who have never received arts education before. The Arts Council will provide training and professional development in new arts education teaching techniques, including arts integration, at the start and midpoint of the academic year. The most significant change for 2022-2023 is the addition of Flatwoods Elementary School to the Rose Arts Education Initiative roster, a school that has not benefited from arts education programming for many years. Each school's principal will work with the Arts Council's Education Director to determine the best use of the funds. Preliminary discussions with each principal have led to tentative plans for each school. Huntington Place and Northport Elementary Schools will opt to keep the current teaching artists and programming with extra training and support from the Arts Council. Flatwoods Elementary will be the site of an innovative art and cursive writing arts integration unit. Fawcett Vestavia Elementary will be the pilot site for a new program in collaboration with the school counselor focusing on visual art and social emotional learning. Matthews and Crestmont Elementary will take advantage of the rich and diverse programming opportunities through the Arts Council's Partners in the Arts Guide and will bring in a variety of artists and programs throughout the year that will expose students to the arts, enrich their existing knowledge of the arts, and integrate them into their daily learning. Throughout the year, principals, teachers, and teaching artists involved will always be able to modify programming as needed. We will be available to support and oversee the progress of the programs at each school. Improving the arts education experience for students in Northport will have a positive impact on the city as a whole because having experiences in the arts translates to a richer and more vibrant community.
Thank you, Shannon. 50 of the area's cultural organizations are members of the Arts Council, contributing to the community economically and to its citizens' quality of life. They offer locals the chance to experience a huge variety of artistic expression. The Council contributes to their vitality through events such as workshops and grant opportunities. Individuals and families can also join the Arts Council. The Dinah Washington Cultural Arts Center is located at 620 Greensboro Avenue in the heart of downtown Tuscaloosa and serves the community for a wide range of events. The Cultural Arts Center includes a black box theater, which serves as a venue for educational opportunities and rehearsal space or community meeting space for rent. In addition, the Cultural Arts Center houses offices for the Tuscaloosa Symphony and the Alabama Blues Project, gallery spaces for the University of Alabama and the Arts Council. The Cultural Arts Center hosts exhibits of system-wide school programs for both the city and the county school systems, as well as a variety of other community partnerships. The Arts Council staff has spearheaded the development and implementation of one of the most ambitious and extensive renovations in the history of the organization and theater, the installation of new seats and carpet in the Bama. This will also include upgraded electrical wiring in the theater to accommodate the new aisle lights. The concrete floor will be polished and repaired after the wiring is installed. The backstage loading area inside the theater will also undergo concrete repairs and refinishing. The Bama requires ongoing restoration and renovation to keep the doors open, and there are always needs to be met in the space. Funding from the Northport City Council supports this landmark for future generations to utilize and provides the financial resources to assist with restoration projects. Thank you so much for your time today.